What is up, Sours fam? We're back again this week with another video for you guys. And obviously behind me, as you guys can see, we got twin sc300s in the shop right now. My buddy 1J Zilla and my buddy that SCGT are here, Alex and Just. And both cars are 1.5J cars. These are some of my super OG old school friends that I've done the works on both cars. Beautiful cars, great following on Instagram, and they're gonna make some dope ass videos. So the blue SC, you guys are gonna have to wait a couple days. We're still waiting on a few parts from Powerhouse Racing, so this video will be mostly about Just's car. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you guys a quick little B-roll of the car front to back to show you guys how cool it is. It's definitely a super JDM kind of drift car, old school style kind of build, and we're gonna get right into it. The car will be getting a new turbo from Comp. It's going to be getting a brand new Turbo Sport Hypergate GT wastegate. The car is on V1 right now on pure E85. It's got some beautiful rims on it that you hardly ever see. I cannot think of the name right now. I believe they're low and hard grit Ritters, if I'm correct. As you can see behind me, it's all there. Got one of our nice covers on it. This car was built, I believe, about 4 years ago. Went directly to Supers in Vegas after the 1.5J was done. Little kind of bit of knowledge for everybody on these cars that nobody kind of knows about this kind of engine build is it's a 2JZ bottom end with a 1JZ head. When you blow up your 1JZ, obviously it makes more sense to put a 2JZ bottom end in over a 1JZ bottom end because it makes more power, bigger displacement, less boost, more power, less problems, just way easier to get. So without any more delay, I will go ahead and show you guys the car, and then we'll go over a few more of the mods we're going to be doing. Alright guys, so it sounds like it's going to be enough of that. So basically, back to getting into this, he's got a stock intake manifold on this thing with a old school 62 China turbo that we put on it. The car did about 400 wheel on, I believe, like 14 PSI or something like that. In this condition with the setup that it has. It has an air motive fuel pressure regulator. Sorry, let me make sure I don't drop my camera right now. Stock factory clutch fan, factory shroud, OEM JDM power steering setup in this thing. I mean, everything's just pretty much stock how it would be in a JDM SOAR with a single turbo upgrade. It is a very, consistent setup. There's nothing wrong with running it like this. It's great, but the thing is like, we like the flashy, the more high-end power, the crazy. So we are going to be putting an all blacked out Supra Store, full forward-facing Kings intake manifold on this. We've only used it on one other car, which is not complete yet, on Cole's S14 build. The car is there online to see, us getting the 1.5 back in the car, flaking the bay, whole other stuff. So if you guys haven't seen the video, it's definitely on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. But back to this one. Has side feed injectors, the older style Australian 1000cc SARD injector that was a plug and play. They work if you're on a budget. Hey, I mean, I guess they're kind of hit or miss, but we've used them back in the days. I try to stay away from any of that crap anymore because it's just the inconsistency of stuff is not worth blowing an engine up or hurting your engine. Same thing with this car, with Albert's car. You'll see on the lift right now too. He's having the same problem. V1, intermittent computer, intermittent wiring for wiring up a factory stock harness, and intermittent injector and everything too. But hey, you get what you pay for is what it is, which is why people typically do stuff like this for their ratchet drift car and then come in to get the whole changeover. So we're getting rid of the V1. We're going to be going ahead and going to AEM Infinity. I built him another brand new wiring harness since this is kind of like a cut and spliced together backyard thing from like 7 years ago. I mean, like, hey, cars ran forever. It's been great. No complaints, no drama. He just wants bigger, better things on to some main brand stuff. We're putting cams in. This is a stock engine right now as far as head goes and bottom end goes. So yeah, it's gonna get a lot of changes. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home since it's already my time to get out of here. And Sage is gonna be going ahead and picking up the rolling on pulling it apart, hopefully by tonight, because we got a lot of other things in the work going down this week. And see you guys soon.
All right, as you can see, I got the manifold off. It's all ready to go for the new kit. Had to battle with it a little bit, man, the manifold. It's all good, no biggie. Now let's move on to the cold side, get everything off, get it ready for the new manifold. Probably clean this thing up a little bit. Let's get it. All right, cool. Now we're on to the intake side. You got clips, connectors, intercooler pipe, timing cover, a little bit of clips and connectors over there. It's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna get the top half off and then I'm gonna show you the lower half, see what you gotta do. Let's get it. Cool. That's it, everything's off. We're good to go. I'm probably gonna clean it up for you a little bit just because I love you. Everything's off, it's here on the ground. I fuck with you for this though, Jess. I fuck with you. I like your passengers. Some 2x4s. I fuck with you. All right, well, Rob's gonna finish up this video. Thanks for watching my little segment. My job's done. It's time for me to go work on my shit that's out there. All right then. I just realized I didn't show my face this whole video. Well, this is me.
All right, guys, so we're back. We just went ahead and took the thumbnail that you guys will see in this video. That's pretty badass. All the parts are over here on the floor that Sage already went and got off last night from working late. And so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. We got the brand new comp turbo. Sage is installing the brand new T4 manifold because he ran into this problem yesterday and noticed that he's running a China manifold, a China turbo with a T3, and a China wastegate. We never run T3 turbos on pretty much anything. It's a Supra, guys. We're not running a Honda Civic over here. So brand new Superstore manifold that's going on right now that we had in stock. We're going to go ahead and put the Hypergate 45 is already installed on it. Sorry for missing bolting that on, but hey, it gets a little boring with that. We got the full Deeps forward-facing manifold right now. That's going to be going on this side in a second. Got to remove the front bumper, the intercooler piping, a bunch of other stuff to get it kind of all together. But we have lots of things going on because there's a lot of stuff getting done for this week and this weekend at Toyota Fest. You'll see our video on that this weekend. That'll go up as well. So as soon as Sage is done getting the new turbo kit on, we'll get a quick little shot of that all installed. The piping and the turbo lines and everything else should pretty much line right up. So that should be pretty quick, and we'll get on to the next stuff. All right, guys, so new manifolds installed. That took a lot longer than we expected. I've already gone ahead and stripped everything down on this side. I have the new intake manifold over here with the map sensor already installed, the oil pressure already installed in the block as per typical, and the comp turbo is getting disassembled right now to start getting put on the manifold. So in a few minutes, we'll have this together, and this will probably pretty much be the end of the video since this is gonna be kind of long and it takes way too long to upload stuff like this. So let's get this stuff on so we can see how it looks. And then next video, we should be getting this thing started and hopefully the dyno. All right, guys, so as you can see, intake manifold installed, brand new FMS injectors, 1300 cc's done. Downpipe, all lines all up, brand new Infinity wideband has been installed since he was running the older sensor and now we have the new pretty one. Brand new 64, 65 with a 68 AR. Since this is a drift car, we're looking for more spool than we are for power. That new manifold looks great. So pretty much all we gotta do is make a new spot for the regulator. We gotta do new lines. We actually have already ripped out the OEM fuel line from underneath the car and bypassed the filter in the rear back here, since all sc300s, if everybody didn't already know, the fuel filter's location is right here. And it was an OEM one. I'm looking around right now as we speak to see if I can find it. I don't know where it got left from earlier, but we went ahead and ripped the whole entire hardline out. We've already went in and done some black nylon braided PTFE hose in -6. And already cut them and installed everything with PTFE lines. So that's already all done, and the line is already attached to the fuel rail back here. So gotta go ahead and put the fuel filter in later after we get her started, and a few other minor adjustments. We're gonna flip the intercooler and gotta make an intercooler bracket, a couple other fun little things about that. But pretty much, guys, she is gonna be ready for a part 2 video for his build. Fuel pump apparently has already been installed and done in it. I'm gonna have to go back here and check because I really don't trust anyone's work. So sorry, Jess. I do mean well. I'm pretty sure you mean well as well, but gotta make sure that it's all right so we don't waste our time on the dyno. That sticker is pretty funny. So yeah, guys, it has definitely been a long day of just getting all kinds of stuff done. And like I've said, pretty much everything on this build is pretty much done. I do need to finish the wiring harness. I should have that done, I'm hoping, on Friday. So that if everything falls through with comp on getting the turbo ready for Ulysses' car that may or may not has already been seen right now, I have no idea. This car can go on dyno before him, or just we have a backup car to go on dyno. So all that's gonna be left on this, guys, for the next video is pretty much just gonna be intercooler piping changes, putting the bumper back on, bumper bracket, installing the new wiring harness, getting it started on Infinity, and then if there's enough time in the video, dyno. So let's get it. Let's get it all done. And until next time, guys, peace.